This is going to be a series of individual videos on testing of many do-it-yourself alcohol stoves that I built out of small clear lid containers. Cost anywhere from $1 to $2 each. I built a couple stainless steels around $7 each. This introduction part of the video will be included at the beginning of each stove video burn test. So skip ahead a little bit if you have already watched this portion of the video and want to get right to the burn testing. Each stove and video will be numbered and tested. Go to video number 1 if you want a basic description of the many stoves. I'll try to put all the specs in the description box of the video. What I'm going to test is the warm-up time, boil time, burnout time, water temperature, and surrounding air temperature. I'll also include the alcohol capacity of each stove, the size of the stove, and the various materials used, such as tin, aluminum, stainless steel. There'll be a jet type, a wick type using carbon felt right here, and that'll be to compare the different designs and materials. Each test will be done with the same aluminum pot. It has a 5-inch diameter bottom. I bought it at Walmart for a couple bucks. Well, I'll be using tap water. It's around 60 degrees, plus or minus 5 degrees. 2 cups of water, and there'll be a couple tests that I'll use 4 and 6 cups of water. Surrounding air temperature is in my garage. It's winter time in Iowa, but my garage is around 40 degrees, so it's a little cool. My water temperature thermometer is about 5 degrees low, so keep that in mind. And all the specs that I'm doing here is not exact. It'll be approximately. I have some extra materials to build other stoves, so if you have any suggestions or want me to try something different, please let me know and I'll do it. Let's get started with the testing. Alright, let's start do-it-yourself alcohol stove number 8. Similar to alcohol stove number 7, the holes are a little bigger, about 3/32 size holes, 1/2 inch apart, down about 1 inch from the top of the stove. It's a Kamenstein. The only thing different with this is I used for the centerpiece, I used an 1/8 inch thick piece of aluminum pipe. I think I bought 4 foot of it for $1 or $4, so then I cut it up into shorter pieces. You want to do the same thing, make it so it seals, cut it the right height so it seals to the top. On this one I put some high temperature silicone sealant around the top and a few dabs in the bottom. Of course, you have to have slits in the bottom so the alcohol can run through the bottom and in between the walls. This one has a capacity of about 2 to 2.5 ounces, so this one's a lot heavier. The aluminum's thicker, so this one weighs about 4 ounces, 3.9. Stove number 7 weighs about 1.6 ounces, so you can tell the difference with the thinner aluminum. This one's a little more heavy duty, but let's start the test. Stove number 8. Okay, let's light her up. She's lit. Water temperature is 64 degrees plus or minus. It's just tap water around 60 degrees. Air temperature is a little below 40 degrees. Oh, I forgot to start it. We got her start. See how long it takes to warm up. This is the same as stove number 7. Same container, but the inside is 1/8 inch thick aluminum. It's a little heavier duty. I built these stoves mostly for boiling more water. But I'm using 3/4 ounce just so you can compare them to all the other stoves. Denatured alcohol, 3/4 of an ounce. If you want to see it boil 6 cups of water, go to stove number 7.5. It'll boil 6 cups. Excuse me. Again, these are the Kamenstein spice containers. They're made out of tin, and they work better with the aluminum inserts, inside walls. If you could find a thin piece of aluminum that would fit right inside of this and get a nice tight seal around this edge, that'd be nice. I haven't been able to find one yet. We'll see how this one goes. We're up to 1 minute 14 seconds. It hasn't, the jets still haven't started. These jet holes are a little larger than the stove number 7, so we'll see what that happens with that. I think 7 was more of a 5/64 inch size hole, and these are a 3/32 size holes. The jets started at 1 minute 42 seconds. We'll let them warm up before we put the pot on. Again, if you put that pot on with this cold weather and the jets die down, you can lift up one side of the pot until it warms up real well. That pot kind of seals the top of that stove. Doesn't allow much air to get in, so the jets could go out, but this one seems to be working fine so far. We're at 2 minutes. The jets bloomed at 1 minute 42 seconds. See what it takes to get this to a boil. Stove number 8 capacities, probably 2 to 2.5 ounces. We'll shut her down till we get to about 5 minutes where water temperature is at 88 degrees. Okay, we're at 5 minutes, water temperature 144 degrees. You can see the flame. It's running up the side a little bit, so this one's burning pretty quick. I think with the larger size jet holes, you can experiment a little bit with the size hole, but I found that anywhere from 5/64 to 3/32 works pretty well for what I'm doing. This the Kamenstein spice containers, has a magnet. I stick them to my toolbox. The magnet's nice. It also holds it down to the metal pan if that's what you're cooking on. We're up to 6 minutes, 171 degrees. Based on previous tests, it should start to boil at 205 degrees. It's hissing. We're up to 180. The water's starting to make noises. There's a little bit of steam coming out the top. $185. It's coming up to boil pretty quick here. $190. Sounds like it's boiling, but nope, not yet. Seven minutes. $199. 201. Should be boiling. Yep, it's just barely boiling. 7 minutes, 20 seconds. 7 minutes, 20 seconds. We'll see how long it takes for it to go out. Stove, do-it-yourself stove, alcohol stove number 8. Looks like it's going out. Just barely got to a boil before it went out. With them larger holes, the alcohol burns out quick, so we'll call it 7 minutes, 45 seconds out. Oh, it's still going. We'll call it 7 minutes, 50 seconds. 7 minutes, 50 seconds. Stove number 8. Thanks for watching, everyone.